Good morning. Doing awesome.
Good. All right. Well, we're going to get started here. I wanted to show a couple things before I talk comp plan a little bit. If I can find out how to share my screen. We're going to do that. Share. I'm going to jump into, first place I want to go is the virtual office. And this is just two places I think everybody needs to look. So I would help your people who are interested in building a business. Under member resources, click over here. And then on the comp plan, right there. And then there's terms and definitions. And they give kind of an overview of it in the little comp plan thing, but I want to show you where to get all the stuff. So this tells you or shows you all the different verbiage for the comp plan, talks about professional accounts, just professional accounts, inactive, dropped accounts, commission period, PV minimums, personal volume, organizational volume, this, just different things, leg requirements, retail earnings. You only have to have 50 PV to earn retail earnings, not 100, just so you know. So this is a good form to look at. So that's a good place to go. That's one thing I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
And this.
You can eat breakfast before you go? Yeah. No, wake Noah up so he can go to town with you.
Okay, then the other place I wanted to go is under member resources again. Under quick links, if you guys haven't seen this, Rise booklet that Young Living just put out, so it's over here.
Do you stop sharing your screen?
I did stop sharing it.
Okay.
Let me go look. It did stop sharing. That's interesting. Okay. So in any event, Young Living just put together this Rise book for people that want to build a business. They actually emailed people who enrolled at least one person last month, I believe. It's really well done. It's not so great to print. There is a printable version. I haven't tried printing it yet. And when this finishes loading, because my internet is horrible. Talks about the community. Your journey begins now. So live it, share it, grow is the terminology, but what does it mean for you to truly live? How to impact others' lives, don't dream your life, blah, blah, blah. And then what inspired you to become a business builder? What are your 3 top passions? And a lot of the things we've been talking about in here. So values, there we go. First 40 sharing list. So it gives you a place to put people, like a memory jogger. 90-day goals. The cool thing also is they have some QR codes right here. So like April Pointer is talking about preparing your story. So I haven't clicked on, I haven't done all the QR codes. So you basically point your phone at that and take a picture. It'll bring you to the website. But it's put together with some pretty cool people talking about the comp plan again, silverbound bonus. Do like what they've done is started with you here and then put your legs out to the right, and then more legs out to the right, and then more legs out to the right. And this is where you can actually fill this in, right? But it's an interesting concept because it gets rid of that pyramid shape that we're talking about. But anyway, so it talks about farms and stuff. So go take a look at that when you get a chance. So those are 2 great links. And then I'm going to go to my PowerPoint and we're going to rock through some comp plan stuff pretty easily. We'll take questions. We'll take any kind of questions after. I'm not too worried about that. But obviously you guys remember, am I still sharing? Yeah, I'm still sharing my screen. Do you guys see yourselves in the screen when I'm moving around like that, or you just see the income disclosure.
I just
I
see the
just
income
use disclosure.
So you're not seeing your faces right in the middle of the screen where I put them.
No,
No.
just your
Okay.
face in the
I
corner.
wasn't sure. When I'm
Okay.
sharing the screen, I don't know how that goes. All right. So again, we always show the income disclosure when we're talking about money with anybody, right? Whether they're on our team or not on our team, just so they know. And again, I wrote up a thing earlier in the group about why I like it, because it shows you that 88% of the people are making average of $4 a year, which means only 11 and change percent are making a check. And even at that point, stars are making $261 a year, which isn't really ginormous. So if you're a senior star above, you're in the very top echelon of Young Living earners. So that's great. It also means that people aren't in it for the money. People are in it for the products, which is awesome. What I always also like to point out to people that are starting to build a business or wanting to build a business, when you look at these numbers and you see the lowest silver at 1,000 and the highest is at 281, that's for the year. The average is at 15,800 for the year. So it's a little over, I don't know, $1,100 a month, which is not bad money. But there's a big discrepancy, and you got to remember when we get to the qualifications, a silver could have 10,001 OGV, or a silver could have 34,999 OGV. So somebody that's got 34,000 OGV and somebody's got the 10,000 OGV, it's going to be a pretty wide difference, just based on the generation bonus, 2.5%. 2.5% of 10,000 is $250. And 2.5% of 34,000 is almost 1,000. So that's a big difference just from that bonus. Forget on all the unit level commission and all that. So always show your people that are interested in building business those numbers and help them understand it. Excuse me. Hopefully we get another income disclosure pretty soon, because this from 2018. We should have 2019 numbers pretty quickly, I would think. This is also, I should have shown you this. I'm still sharing my thing. Let me escape this. Let me escape that. Let me go back over here. Well, okay. Under member resources, compensation plan highlights, it says 1 to 15. That's really wrong. Let's go to compensation down here. And you get the terms definitions, but you have the comp plan here. And then I'll jump over to the my PowerPoint, but just to show you where it's at. So if you go to the comp plan from the virtual office member resources, you're going to get what is basically a picture of a trifold brochure about the comp plan. Man, my internet's slow. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we're going to talk about that, but that's where you find it. It's under the comp plan. So I'm going to go back over to my PowerPoint again. Sorry. And so this is the first page that I just pulled up under the comp plan. Okay, so again, this is something I think is a good tool, and we're talking about the comp plan, but it's important for you to know where to find this information so you can explain it to people easily. Okay, and then there's the second page. So I just took this and blew it up. So there's your definitions. And again, I showed you where the other definitions are, which are more inclusive than these ones. Again, we try not to use these PV, PGV leg. You know, we don't want to talk generations and sponsor and roll with people that aren't in Young Living and don't know what they're doing, because it just confuses them. Don't use acronyms. Don't use the Young Living lingo. But that's a good thing to show people. I always start talking about referral bonus. Most people join with some kind of a PSK, Premium Starter Kit. We don't tell other people PSK, Premium Starter Kit. When somebody enrolls with a PSK, the enroller receives a one-time cash bonus. It's a bonus of $25. Awesome bonus. Referral bonus is what I like to call it. All right, it's really easy. It's right there in that brochure. That's just the top piece of that little brochure I just showed you. Then on top of that, part of the referral bonus. The other part of the referral bonus is a 25% bonus of their product value. Okay, so the premium starter kit has 100 product value.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
I'm just trying to clarify this. So that is, the maximum is $200 per new enrollee, right?
Per month, per new enrollee.
Per month. Okay, good.
Yeah, well, because you're doing, right, fast starts for 3 months. So 200 per month.
Thank you.
And 25% would be 1,000 PV order. So in any event, back to the generation, what premium starter kit gets you 25% on the product value of 100, which is what the premium starter kit is worth. So that's where we come up with the $50 referral bonus. Now, on top of that, there's a little bit of commission, but commission gets reduced by 70% during the fast start period. So we don't usually talk about that too much. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So up to $200, that means somebody could be brand new, order $1,000 for 3 months, and you're gonna get 25% of that. I think I just lied. $800, 25% of 800 is 200. I was thinking 20% on it. I got Essential Rewards and that mixed up. $800 order, 25%. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool bonus. What you have to remember, that goes to the enroller only. And also, let me go backwards. The starter kit bonus, that 25 cash, has to be the same month that they applied or that they enrolled. So they can't enroll on April 30th and not finish the process and get their kit on May 1st. You're not getting the $25 cash bonus. So watch that. And the same thing, your fast start period starts the first day they enroll. The cool thing about this is when you're the enroller, you get those bonuses. But when those people start enrolling people, you get 10% while they're getting 25%. So when somebody enrolls somebody and they're getting 25%, their enroller's getting 10. That's up to $80, which again is 10% of 800, okay, per month for those same 3 months. So if somebody enrolled someone a month ago or 10 years ago, and that person enrolls the first person tomorrow, you're gonna get 10% on whatever that person orders. So that's a forever thing, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so these are just what we're trying to explain to new people that might be doing business so that you understand it too. The Essential Rewards bonus, it's pretty new. It was a little bit of a travesty at the beginning because they were taking it back after paying people, but now they've got it figured out. So the first time your new person processes a 100 PVER order, you're gonna get a $15 bonus. If their premium starter kit or their initial purchase was on Essential Rewards, the following month is what counts. So it doesn't count their enrollment month. So if they're on Essential Rewards this month and they place with the kit and they place their first 100 PVER order next month, you're gonna get an extra $15 a month following. If they don't place their premium starter kit order on Essential Rewards, in 6 months from now, they place their first 100 PVE order, you're gonna get $15. So it doesn't have anything to do with the first kit, the kit being on ER or not. What does matter is if they buy their kit on ER, that first month has to be the following month. Okay, so remember when you enroll somebody, follow up with them because that next month is an extra $15 in your check. And again, that's 15% of 100, right? So you're getting 25 plus 15 on that second month, that's 40 bucks. That's a pretty nice bonus. So a lot of people ignore that because it doesn't seem like a lot of money because $15 isn't really that much money. But when you do that 4 or 5 times a month, that's pretty good. And then retail earnings, when you personally sponsor retail customers, you earn 24% of the difference between retail and wholesale. A lot of people think it's 24% or make the mistake that it's 24% of their order, but it's not. It's the difference between wholesale and retail. So you guys know most products, most products, the wholesale is equal to the PV, but you know that there's some products that it's not, okay? So it's the difference, or if something's on sale, it's going to be the difference between the retail and the wholesale, not the OGV technically. So those are just some things I think you need to know from that brochure. Here goes the comp plan. Right, members don't have OGV over 500. If you order 100 PV, you earn commission. And what we're looking at here is commission. Remember, to get those bonuses we were talking about, you have to have 50 PV of your own order. At 100, you get commission, which is your level 1s and 2s. You get 8%, 5%. When you hit star, that's just 500 OGV. You go down to the third level, you get 4%. Senior star is 2,000. You go down to another level, you get 4% more. And executive, you have to have those 2 legs of 1,000. If you go back to those terms and definition, legs start at the first 100 PV order. So your first level person might have 50 PV. Your second level person might have 100 PV. As long as that leg under that 100 has 1,000, that counts as a qualified leg. Okay, so really it's pretty simple, and I'll take this a chunk at a time if you don't understand it, but you need to be able to explain it to people that how many levels you get paid down depends on your rank to hit executive. After that, it's all the same for everybody from silver through. Okay.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
For the commission, does the person's PV have to be 100 on essential rewards or just 100 overall?
It's just got to be 100 overall. It could be a $20 order on the second, $80 order on the 30th, or it could be a 100 PVE order on the 5th. Doesn't matter when. As long as at the end of the month, they have 100 PV.
Excellent. Thank you. So if
Okay.
someone is just ordering 50 PV on essential rewards, and then they can receive commission, and we say, hey, if you put in a quick order for another 50, then you're going to actually get this commission, correct?
Right.
Awesome.
And when you're figuring that out for people, you just have to remember if the people under them are in fast start because someone else enrolled them, they're not going to make much commission because that's 70% reduction. But generally, yeah. So I always tell people you're good to be at 50 PV, when you enroll your first person, but in that 4th month you want to be at 100. Again, this is just to illustrate that your compensation commission goes down 5 levels no matter what rank you're at. And again, you can see the leg qualifications. You got to remember at silver that PGV comes into play, which means personal group volume. So you have to have 2 legs of 4,000 to be silver. Besides those 2 legs, you need another 1,000 of PGV somewhere. That's your personal order and anybody in your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th legs, whatever. So just 1,000 more. So it could be 1/3 leg with 1,000 OGV there. Or it could be your own personal order of 1,000. Doesn't matter. Okay, but that's when PGV comes into play, and that comes in for the following ranks or the higher ranks from silver. So silver all the way through RCD. And again, you can see the legs go up as you go along. I only went through platinum because I wasn't really worried about explaining the other to you. So when you do get to silver, I got a weather alert coming in, sorry. All right, now the cool thing is when you do get to silver, besides the unilevel commission, you get generation commission. When you become silver, you become your first personal generation. You get 2.5% of your total OGV. So if you have it's hailing now. If I lose you, it's because of the weather. If you have no silvers underneath of you, you get 2.5% on your whole volume. That's whether you have 10,000 or you have 400,000. You get 2.5% on top of your regular commission. When somebody under you hits silver, you get 3% on their leg as opposed to 2.5. Okay, somebody under them, you get 3% of them too. Those are generations. You're your own first generation, the person on your next level for your first silver, and then under them, second silver. And that goes for as many legs as you're doing. You can get silver, 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 silver. You can have multiple generations across those different legs. And again, this goes from silver, platinum, or silver, gold, and platinum. And again, the higher your rank, the lower your generations. But you also receive this generation leadership bonus, which is 1 share. So when you become silver, besides the 2.5% on your overall group volume, you earn 1 share of these commissions, and roughly it's $136 right now. And then you earn 1 share for every silver under you. Okay. Now, if you're a silver and you have a gold under you, you only receive 1 share for you and 1 share for them. You can't receive more shares than what you're ranked at. And you receive 1 share for every silver under you. I should have said that. So if you have 4 silvers under you and you earn, and you're silver yourself, you get 5 shares of that bonus at $136. Okay, if you're gold, you get 2 shares and you still get your 1 share for all your silvers. Okay. So that's a pretty cool little extra bonus, $136. So when you hit silver, if you're an executive and you hit silver right at 10,000, you're going to receive an additional 250 for the 2.5% plus 136 just for yourself. If you happen to have other silvers under you already, you're going to get more. So it's a pretty cool bonus. And again, as you rank up, you get more bonuses. You can see platinum gets 3 shares, diamond gets 4 shares, et cetera, et cetera. So again, you just have to know it's there. You don't have to understand it right now, but it's there. It's easy. It's not hard to understand it. When you read it, maybe with the explanation, you'll get it. From there, when we talk about diamonds, again, same commission structure, just more legs and more volume.
Tommy. No, stay there.
But the cool thing is when you get to diamond, crown diamond, and royal crown diamond, you're getting paid down more generations at the 3%. Okay, so diamond goes down to generation 6. That means 6 silvers in 1 leg. On each leg, you get paid for 3%. 7 at crown, 8 at royal crown, but you just get a little 1%. Right now, they think you're making enough money, they're just trying to give you a stipend. But the cool thing is when you're a diamond, you get 1 share diamond bonus. Okay, so we talked about the silver bonuses where it was $136. The diamond shares is around $1,600 right now. When you hit crown, you get 2 of those. When you hit royal crown, you get 3 of those. So this is why when it comes to the generation bonuses and things, we try to tell people as you grow your team, you're going to end up making more money in bonuses than you are in commission. So don't get stuck on commission levels. Help your team hit rank, get your rank. Don't worry about the difference between 8 and 5 or 5 and 4, or losing a % here, a % there, whatever. This is where I think it just put them all on one page. I just chopped it up and stuck it down there. You can see your qualifications are always 100 PV all the way through Royal Crown. Your OGV jumps, okay? That's how you rank up. PGV is the same after you hit silver. Your leg requirements are what changes, okay, along with your OGV. This is how I like to try to look at it with new people when they say they want to build a business. To be a senior star, you need 2,000 OGV. In my mind, I go, that's 4 times 500. I need to find 4 people that want to build a business and help them hit star. I'll be a senior star. Not build a business necessarily. If they want to get their oils paid for. And again, if we go back to that income disclosure, we can see that senior stars are earning enough money to generally pay for their order, to pay for their 100 PV. So senior stars need to have 4 stars under them, in my opinion. Executives need to have at least 2 senior stars to have that 4,000. Okay, and if you have 2 senior stars, you don't have to worry about this leg requirement because you're going to have 2. Okay, if you have them different legs. Silvers, again, I like to say you need 3 executives, because if you have 3 people on your first level that are executive, if this one doesn't hit quite executive 1 month, that's fine. If this one doesn't hit the next month, that's fine. You still have those 2 legs at 4,000, which is, and then the other couple thousand come from that 3rd leg. Okay. Again, gold, 3 silvers plus, platinum, You need three golds plus. So if you think of it like that, in my opinion, it's not the only way to think of it. It's not the only way to do it. But if you think of it like that, that's the best reason to even talk about silver bound bonus. Okay? So we can easily explain the comp plan as long as we understand levels, which is easy, and legs, which is easy. But when you're new, you don't understand this. But when we can explain it to them this way and say, to be a star, you need to have 2 legs, 200 to get this bonus. You really only need 500 to be a star, but to get the bonus, you need 2 legs and 200. It opens up the door to explain to them the concept of building legs. And going forward, it will help them. So it doesn't, if you can explain star bonus at 2 legs at 200, OGV at 500 to somebody for $50 bonus, it's really easy to just get those, jump to the senior star. And if you get those 2 legs to 500 and your OGV is 2,000, you get that 250 bonus. So it makes perfect sense to explain this bonus to people that want to get their oils paid for. Because again, if we can get them to wear their senior star, and I'll just zip back there really quick. Senior star average annual 1,500. So there's your 100 plus a month they're getting. So if somebody's goal is to get their oils free or paid for, that should be a great, easy first goal for them to hit that senior star silver bound bonus. And they have 3 months to do it from when they first sign up. So if they sign up in May, they got June, July, August. It's totally doable. You guys know it's doable. It's not always easy, but it is simple, right? It just keep on keeping on. And I really think that was all I had for that. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Does anybody have any questions that they need to ask, or they need to know where to find something?
I think you answered it.
Okay, I probably did.
But give me a second because I'm looking at my spreadsheet right now. You said during the fast start bonus that the regular commissions on levels, whatever the levels 1 and 2 are, they're actually reduced by 70%, right?
All unilevel commission reduced by 70% when somebody's in fast start.
Got it.
And if you look at your check detail, when you go in your virtual office, look at your commissions, you can click on the people, unilevel 1, and you can see exactly what you're making off of each of the people that are placing an order in your organization. Mm-hmm. So if somebody new, you'll see, we always say $50 referral bonus, or $50 when you make a check for $50. So well, you really make $52.40. Because if they're on your first level, you're going to make $8 a commission reduced by 70% is $2.40. So you're really getting $52.40. But we don't talk about the commission so much, especially at that early rank when it's low like that. And $2.40 really isn't going to make a difference to most people.
Okay.
In my opinion, if you sign up 400 people, it's good. And also the commission, when somebody does play, and it happens, trust me, all the time. Somebody places an 800 PV order on their initial order. That commission's not horrible. 8 times 8 is what? 64. You reduce that by 70%, you're still talking about $7, $8, something like that. So it's not totally insignificant. Or it's 8 times 240. $16, never mind. So yeah, it's not horrible.
I actually had somebody that did that.
I know.
In February or March, and it freaked me out. First time it ever happened.
Yeah, we have people order 1,300, and it's like, oh, you should have waited and ordered some next month. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna talk people out of ordering, right? They want to get it to them. When somebody wants something, you get it to them. Then don't push them off ever. Tomorrow there'll be a couple of videos that you can watch that'll be good for you to take some time and invest your time into that. Ron is trying to help me there. She's sitting next to me. She pulled up. See?